You're looking into the face of a criminal with dual citizenship who's about to announce to you his plan of a massive criminal plot to use monopolized power to shut down another huge part of the free market, cryptocurrency.
What are you hassling us for?
See, state thugs like Democrat Representative Brad Sherman here don't just have opinions, they like to codify their opinions. Write them down on fancy pieces of paper, get their buddies to sign off on the opinions, and ram them straight down your throat while they seek to lay more plans to take more of your money. In short, Mr. Sherman doesn't want you to have a safe place where you can store your wealth. He wants his U.S. corporate government to always have access to it. For your safety, of course. Bitcoin bashing Democrat Congressman Brad Sherman is urging his colleagues to pass a law that would ban cryptocurrencies in the United States.
I look for colleagues to join with me in introducing a bill to outlaw cryptocurrency
Come on, just spit it out, man. Spit it out.
Purchases by Americans so that we nip this in the bud.
I say this calls for action, and now, nip it in the bud.
Nip this in the bud.
You got to nip it in the bud.
Nip this in the bud.
Nip it.
Sherman, who's from California, made the remarks on May 9th at a meeting of the House Financial Services Committee. Sherman says the ban, which will criminalize all who hold or trade cryptos, is necessary because cryptos threaten to undermine the US dollar, and it's only useful for criminal activities like money laundering, drug dealing, and tax evasion. First of all, when people launder money, it's not really money they're laundering. They're laundering counterfeit currency called Federal Reserve notes. So in essence, they're laundering funny money. To say that it's a crime to launder counterfeit bills is as hilarious as saying that you're laundering monopoly money that you just bought from Walmart. Second, this is insanity because the government is absolutely okay with drug dealing since the largest, most successful drug dealers on the planet are members of the CIA. Not to mention that the US government protects their own drug dealer pharmaceutical giants like Eli Lilly and Merck. So what Sherman's really saying is that he wants to maintain his government's monopoly on monopoly money and on the drug industry. And as far as trying to sidestep being extorted through so-called tax evasion, the criminal cartel known as the US government wants you to continue to feel like a criminal simply for wanting to keep 100% of what you earn. It's utter nonsense. Sherman also notes that crypto evangelists have made no secret of their desire to replace fiat currency. That is unacceptable to him.
In part because not an awful lot of our international power comes from the fact that the dollar is the standard unit.
Awful lot of our international power.
I don't know about you guys, but I love it when any government agent rips his mask off and reveals himself for who he truly is. Brad just said that he wants to protect his government's international power through the fiat currency Federal Reserve International Banking Ponzi scheme known as the US dollar. Because you gotta protect that cheddar.
Of international finance and transactions, clearing through the New York Fed.
The New York Fed.
You know the New York Fed, that banking mafia that has us all by the balls as we use their notes of debt.
Is critical for major oil and other transactions.
Because it's the petrodollar. Anyone who threatens to destabilize the petrodollar feels the full weight of military might and terror. We can't for a second let that illusion slip because when it does, the game is over. Protecting the petrodollar is why we hunted down Saddam Hussein under the fake WMD narrative. It's why we killed Gaddafi. It's why we've destabilized the Middle East. It's why the US has started and perpetuated foreign wars. It's why they want to set up a puppet dictator in Venezuela, who has the largest oil reserves on the planet. And it's the reason for the sanctions against Iran, because they gotta control the oil and protect their petrodollar arrangement. And cryptocurrencies further serve to threaten that arrangement.
And it is the announced purpose of the supporters of cryptocurrency to take that power away from us, to put us in a position where the most significant sanctions we have on Iran, for example, would become irrelevant.
To take that power away from us.
What master do you serve?
What's that saying? Power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Brad here is making the case that we don't want our power stripped from us by cryptos. Guys, power concedes nothing. It never has, and it never will.
So whether it is to disempower our foreign policy,
You know, our foreign policy that destroys families, disintegrates the bodies of children, drops tens of thousands of bombs, launches innumerable drone strikes, and fosters mass terrorism around the world. We don't want that foreign policy jeopardized, do we? This guy is a heartless warmonger in a suit and a tie.
our tax collection enforcement,
You know what you are? You're a dipstick.
Our tax collection enforcement.
Oh, you mean your extortion racket?
or our traditional law enforcement.
By taking down crypto, he wants to protect the immoral actions of mindless, order-following policy enforcers.
The purposes of cryptocurrency, the advantage it has over sovereign currency,
No one can have an advantage over we, the ruling class.
is solely to aid in the disempowerment of the United States and the rule of law.
The United States is a federal corporation, and that terrorist organization and corporation with its military and prison industrial complexes has wreaked more havoc in this world than anyone can ever imagine, and it needs to be disempowered and reset. Well, this man has shown us his evil. Leave your thoughts about this for the world, the Google Thought Police, and every power-hungry maniac on this planet in the comments section below. If you guys enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, and share it with everybody you know. Also, check out over 100 hard-hitting designs in the shirt store, and if you want to support more content, hit me up on Patreon or PayPal. All those links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.